NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wildcard weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Commanders and the 49ers, and it's coming up next.
It was a frequent sight in the 80s and 90s, and it's continued on till today. Playoff football in the Bay Area as we welcome you to Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, it's the second game here on this Wild Card Saturday, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the San Francisco 49ers. It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line.
Hey, Justina!
Now for the 49ers. And
shit, I ain't about time.
Third-year quarterback.
And he comes up with a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing, and now in the playoffs.
You what, Miles?
The question, do you continue to play the
No.
regular season? What you understand? But make sure you show the defense something.
I ain't been a possibility. For 20 minutes, you make my effect. What do you possibly think is going to change that? I want to get inside the operator. I want to fix them like I'm going to. So can you please answer my question? What did you think is going to be the answer to that question? Hey, why?
So you think I was just gonna change my answer because I'm playing the game? That's what you was expecting to. I'm gonna ask him. Maybe he'll tell me. Yeah. That's what you thought.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. Back deep here.
You ain't gonna tell me no.
Just like when earlier, when he asked you to go cut the light on, and Mia did it. Okay, it's simple. What you want to do is so entitled to make it. And told me what I want to do.
He told me to do it.
And the Commanders will take over first and 10.
So then she's going to go and do that. She got to stop. He got to stop doing it. But you want to feel so entitled to it. Yeah, he told me to do it.
From LSU.
Well, I'm telling you, Miles. I'm telling you.
For any quarterback.
It's gonna happen next year. I believe it's gonna happen next year when it's get the Renaissance. Public school.
I'm telling you about it. When you talk about you, they don't want to hear that.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and now make it second.
I know you feel entitled. You feel like you better than everybody. You feel like you need to see that. That's just how we can see it, and kids see that shit.
We'll get an injury stoppage.
I was trying to get back to town and get 9 years old with your ass before them entitled motherfuckers like you. Me, my mama, your mama, your daddy, and my daddy would have had it. Because you wouldn't have been going home every day saying, this boy messing with me. And guess what? My mama would have said something, I would have still been pressing on that. They would have had to come to me because you felt so entitled. I was going to hit you. I like kids like you. Usually I did. Thought they was doing football. Thought they was this. Thought they was that. So I showed that. Little old me, little boo, small little motherfucker. I like this kind of work.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
He's definitely tough to get down.
I like to entitle people like you so I can humble their ass.
But you feel like you the shit. You feel like nothing you do is wrong. Oh. You feel you take no accountability for yourself. You expect everything to be your way. It's like you expected me to change my mind and say, yeah, y'all can go to the court. Why? Because you feel like you're entitled to that. I always get my way. I'm the baby brother. He ain't gonna tell me no.
Moody good with the extra point. It's now a 7-0 game. drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And he returns this to the 22. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. To the air goes Daniels, escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This is 2nd and 8. Purdy looking to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Throwing here, Purdy. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Dorrance Armstrong. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. And he's been loose with the football early. Interceptions on the first couple of drives. As they start again here, we'll see if he can do better. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Play action, now it's Daniels. He'll get this complete to Sennett, the tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
I can hear the film session right now. I can hear the coach saying to his team, guys, how does a guy that big get that open?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Imagine him as a kid, just trying to play hide and seek.
No chance.
No chance. He goes to hide behind the skinny tree. You see the front, the back, the top. Good luck.
Yeah, you see him. You don't see the tree.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Let's go now.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd and 7.
Go, Reed. Go. Ready.
Throwing now is Daniels. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Come on. Hey.
Daniels looking to throw. Ertz over the middle. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. We'll get an injury stoppage, and it appears to be the wideout Jahan Dotson. He's the one shaken up. And his kick is right there. It's good, So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Go.
Purdy. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Now 3rd down and very long. Here's Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 59 yards. And the 49ers are able to stretch out their lead. Moody good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And we're going to stop play here at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now Daniels. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a 1st down.
To throw is Daniels. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
19 Lions.
Here's Daniels. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. That's caught left side by Simmons. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Hey, check that, 3.
Robinson is in. Touchdown, Commanders. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability.
Out of the gun, Purdy. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Purdy from the gun. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Purdy off the play fake. He's got Ayuk once again.
Still shedding tackles. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk, 29 yards. And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught inside the 5.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Terry McLaurin, 50 yards. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-17. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
To throw again on second down. Purdy can't get away, and he's taken down. Dorrance Armstrong make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup, as we'll send you eastward to our... Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Robinson up the middle, and slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They go play action. Daniels. Open man down the field. It's a tight end centered. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 30 yards there.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air goes Daniels. Over the middle here to Brown. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Samuel with his second touchdown of the night. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf, do that. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception. Navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get him.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Purdy looking to throw. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. The Washington offense set to take over. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake, Daniels. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Play action. Now it's Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Off play action. Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Back to throw again. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. Daniels looking to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this 4th quarter. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Commanders. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Point after, right down the middle, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And his throw here is incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Throwing here, Purdy. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Crowder now to return. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. He's to the 15, and he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Commanders have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive. When you're in a zone like he is, what's the conversation like on the sideline between he and his quarterback? Is that a one-way conversation of, hey, just keep getting me the football?
It actually is probably a two-way conversation because he wants to keep getting him the football because he's seeing the payoff. Getting the ball to that guy means yardage, and as we've seen, touchdowns in this game. So I think both of them get more and more excited about the possibilities as things continue on.
Yeah, so far it's been over 100 yards and the 2 scores. Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19. Here's Purdy. There's a nice move. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down. Now Purdy. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Flush to his right. It fights him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Jonathan Allen drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there, a big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And his throw is going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now Daniels. Manages to locate McLaurin for another catch. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. To throw is Daniels. His throw caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Here's 1st and goal.
Go, Reed, go. Here we go, here we go.
They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Robinson. And he is in. Zone for a Washington touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr. saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Commanders have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run from Brian Robinson. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. So Purdy and the Niners down by 4. A little over 80 ticks to go. A touchdown likely means they move on in these playoffs. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Second and 6.
Go, check. Go, check. Ready. Bring it.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Robinson with another carry.
And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he will have a Commander's first down, and that should just about do it.
10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Daniel's going to try to sneak.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Obviously, Charles, such an important, well-executed touchdown, and that caps off what has been a strong second half. Remember, they trailed at halftime.
And how about the response? That's the type of thing that every team talks about before a season begins. Don't worry about the scoreboard at the half. Let's play strong in the second and come out and take the fight to our opponent. They did exactly that, and now they have the lead to show for it.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Now it's the Niners' turn. Trailing in this one now. 24 seconds to go. This crowd has stayed with them throughout, but they need 2 late scores to advance in these playoffs as they've got a first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Purdy with one final shot here.
This one caught by Kittle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game.
This player has a zone ability. This is a powerful ability that can be activated when the player completes in-game objectives. Only X-Factor players have zone abilities.